tuned in to that praisey station, praise.fm, where we get our praise on. 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Hello, everybody. It's that time of the week for the momentum shift. It's been a while since I've been on air live, but I could not resist coming on this week. I got to tell y'all a little bit about my escapades, though. You know, I had to invite Ronnie on the show tonight because only Ronnie could appreciate what has happened to me in the last few days. So, y'all welcome Ronnie to the momentum shift. Y'all know Ronnie, the food for her soul chick. And
That's
she's
right.
eating right now. Yes, she's eating. That's Ronnie. You know, every time she on here, she's eating. And let's see, what you eating tonight, Ronnie?
Sweet potato fries with rosemary and sea salt made on the air fryer. It tastes so good.
Does it? It sounds a little healthy to me.
Well,
I'm knowing you back on that healthy kick again. You back on that, huh?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I want to know how you have healthy Taco Tuesday fries. How is that possible?
Well, you can have tacos on Taco Tuesday. You can just eliminate your bread or your tortilla. I mean, you can put a nice little lettuce.
Nope.
Kind of like a little lettuce
Nope.
wrap.
Nope.
They have
They have
healthy tortillas out there.
No, that's the whole point of it is to not be healthy. If I'm gonna eat that, I don't want healthy food. I eat a salad if I'm gonna do that.
You can also work out. You can also work out.
I could.
And make it your cheat day. Tuesday would be my cheat day. Only problem is every day
is your day. Every day is your cheat day. Cheat day. Cheat
Don't judge
and
me,
cheat day. I'm not judging you. There's no judgment. It's the truth.
As long as I have duct tape
and the truth.
As long as I have some duct tape, a waist trainer, some Vaseline, and maybe a sweat blanket, I'm good.
Trust me, if you use duct tape and that Vaseline, you don't need the sweat blanket. You live in a sweat blanket. Arizona,
have you ever done the
whole
Vaseline with the saran wrap?
No.
Just like
I use Vaseline on my feet so they not ashy. But no, it's too hot in Arizona for that. How many pounds did you lose by doing it?
You lose like 10% of your soul doing that. You're just like all wrapped up and everything, and then by the time you take it off, it's just like you lose at least a couple of water weight pounds.
Okay. So as soon as I drink the water again,
but that's a disclosure there. That is try at your own risk. Don't be coming after me if you try that at home now.
Oh, I'm not. Choice, please share. Invite the folks to come on in because, you know, they love Ronnie. And Ronnie's on. Oh, I should have put the glasses on that I have on the flyer. I didn't do that, though.
Those are cute glasses on the flyer.
Thank you. I've had those for a while.
I came prepared.
Oh, Lord.
I came prepared. Because I knew I was going to be on your show. I came prepared.
Of course. You know, Ronnie, you do absolutely too much. Ronnie, where's your friends at? Call your friends. Just call them all in.
I don't even know where my phone's at. I can't even see no more.
Why it look like, I was going to say, why does it look like you got glasses on that you can't see out of?
I can't see out of these glasses.
I can tell. I can tell by the way you doing your face. You couldn't see.
Like, they're for show. Where are you at? Oh, there you are.
Right. I see people saying they like it, but I can't see who's on. Like, who is on? Like, where the folks at tonight? Where are y'all? I think I see Sade. Hey, Sade, my sister is on. Hello, sister. I can't tell who else is on. You guys got to comment so I can see you. Y'all know I'm Facebook challenged these days.
I see people on.
Thank you, Choice.
First of all, these glasses need to get clean.
Well, mine too. That's part of the reason why I can't see.
I can't keep these
She
glasses
said she
on.
right here. I see you, Sade. She said right here. I know you right here.
Oh, there we go.
And then she said, hey, this. Sade, are you like, Sade making comment after, Sade, you should have came on live if I'd have known you were going to be doing all this tonight. She done said, hey, this. Right here. Hey, this. And sis.
Maybe she's trying to type fast. She's trying to type fast. She's trying to get her comments
typing
in.
fast. Knowing Sade's probably multitasking as usual. I'm
Choice
not going to
already-
even guess.
She already shared.
Choice shared. I know. I see, sister. I see you, Sade.
For every
Thank
share
you
tonight,
for joining.
Drea is going to give you a free pair of glasses. For every share, she is going to send you Dr. Dre's limited edition glasses.
Well,
just like them
the
blue
Lord.
ones she's wearing.
No, I don't have. I can't guarantee that. They might
On
not
the
have those
side, they're
anymore.
going to be on the side. They're going to be detailed. It's going to see, I see Jesus now. That's what she's going to do. She's going to make you see.
I'm gonna make them
the truth. She's going to make you see the truth in the momentum shift.
In the momentum shift.
See how I brought that all together?
Yeah, I see how you did that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
So what
I'm
happened
calling
with this
in
weekend?
Tawana. Come on, Tawana. Come on in. Come on, Kim. Kim, come on in, y'all. We need y'all to come on in. Ronnie is full of it tonight. She's full of fries tonight. Hey, Amber. Thank you for coming in, Amber. Hi. Amber Hanley's on tonight. Yeah. I hope you come back after this show because I have my crazy friend on tonight. And whenever Ronnie is behind the camera, you never know. First of all, she's eating every day. She's always eating. If you need to become friends with Ronnie because Ronnie is a whole show by herself. Her posts on Instagram and her posts on Facebook all have to do with food. I have never seen a person as tiny as her eat the way she does and stay as tiny as her. I don't know what she does.
I duct tape and saran wrap. Ain't it funny? Now look.
And the Vaseline.
If I go like this, look at my glasses.
I can't even see. Why do you look like Mr. Magoo tonight though? Like, what's with that? What? I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. I really don't. But I wanted to tell you, on a serious note, for everybody who prayed for me to graduate from this program, I appreciate all the prayers. I appreciate the hands y'all laid on me in the air hands. I appreciate the air prayers. I appreciate every word you spoke into my life and into my destiny. I appreciate it. Yes, Amber, she is hilarious. I appreciate it all because if it had not been for the Lord on my side, where would I really be? Why you had to put your hands up right there? You felt that, didn't you? Hey, Kimmy. You felt that.
For you. I prayed for you. That's what friends do. I pray. I laid hands and feet on a picture.
I needed hands. I needed feet. I needed the tortoise shell. I needed them tacos. I needed everything because y'all just don't know. This was it's an undertaking. That's all I could say. But it's a good undertaking. And the Lord is really doing some stuff. Thank you, Amber. Your day is coming. Thank you. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret about what happened to me, and then we're gonna have Ronnie share it. I don't know what she's gonna. Well, maybe I need to give her some parameters on what to share. But y'all, I broke my tooth a couple weeks ago, and for all the people who don't know, me and Dennis Chronicles, it's the house of pain for me. Thank you, Amber. It is so the house of pain for me. So I don't like the dentist. My mother loved the dentist.
How did you break your tooth?
In because my teeth are so fragile since chemo. And, I've broken several of them since chemo. So I'm going to have to do something at this point, because if I'm not, they're going to be calling me Snaggletooth. That's going to become my nickname in a minute. I'm just
You're
saying.
so wrong.
It's the truth. So I broke my tooth. I call myself getting it taken care of. Hi, Paula. That's my son Joshua's godmother, my oldest son. That's his godmother. Well, our oldest son is in Texas. So that's my middle son's godmother, Joshi. He just had a baby, y'all. Hi, Tawana.
I
You heard me
saw
calling
that.
you in.
Oh my God, that baby is everything.
Thank you. Our oldest son Taji has two.
So pretty.
He's got 5 kids. I'm trying to count them. He's got TJ, who's named after him. He's got Tyree, Royce, and 2 girls, Aya and Brooklyn. So he's got 5 kids. So he got the boy thing on lock. Josh, on the other hand, had to pray down fire from heaven to get his boy. Just like I couldn't have a girl, it never happened. Love you too, Paula. It never happened for us. We stopped after the second one because I wasn't gonna take any chances on a third go round. So I was too old for that. I was 33 when I had Jalen, so that was it. But
you were too old for that.
I was.
We ain't
too
gonna
old
talk
for
about that.
Yeah, well, Ronnie, everybody ain't able. Everybody can't do what you do. we all can't do it. So, but anyway, I broke this tooth, and this weekend it came back with a vengeance. I broke another tooth.
Yeah, it's no joke.
I had to go get snaglet. I'm a sniglet now. Yesterday, so
you had it
in a
extracted?
minute, I had to, and then I got to get a root canal on the one on the bottom, and. I don't know what's going on with this dentistry stuff. You know how you used to be able to get a root canal at your dentist's office?
Not anymore.
Yeah,
they
well, who
refer
knew?
You out.
That goes to show you how much I've been to the dentist. I don't go unless there's a problem.
They refer you out to an oral
for
surgeon for that.
I'm finding that out. So my gentle dentist, I ain't gonna call his name, but if in case he's listening, he know who I am. He know who I'm talking about. He can't help me. He could have extracted the tooth, but he couldn't do my root canal. I feel like it's a conspiracy against Drea. I really do. I feel like all the dentists in the world.
The office is called Gentle Dentist, or he's gentle.
He's gentle, and he works at Gentle Dentist.
All right, so we're gonna Google Gentle Dentist, ladies. When they Google Gentle Dentist.
Yeah, he's legit gentle, for real. If I had to say, he does.
Well, they do the root canals. They just don't do them on the back molars. They'll refer those out because those are rough.
Since when? They used to. What happened?
Long time. You know what? I got a little bit of experience. Come over to my house.
No, you got
I'm just gonna need a baster, probably, maybe.
No.
That's it. I'll patch it up. Just a little bit of cement paste.
The crown isn't the problem. My dentist can do the crown. They told me, they referred me out for the root canal, and then
they'll
bringing
do the crown,
me back for the
refer
crown.
You out.
So I'm like, wait a minute. It feels like a racket going on to me. We already get ripped off by the dentist anyway.
Why don't you go to the oral surgeon and have them put you under? Just go to sleep, take a nice nap, wake up, you're done.
That would be nice. And to be honest with you, if I could do that, I would do that. I'm a wuss. I'm a dental wuss. I can't. Everything they do in the dentist hurt. Just because you work at the dentist. See, that's the part y'all didn't know about Ronnie. Could you trust Ronnie in your mouth? Because I would be afraid. I think she would be the house pain on purpose if it was me.
No, I have the softest hands in the world working on people. Soft.
I bet you do.
I pulled out my brother's tooth.
Lord.
I pulled out his wisdom tooth, and I was dangling it over his face, and I was trying to take like a selfie with his tooth. I forgot to suction his saliva while he was bleeding.
Ew.
So he's like coughing.
Here we
But
go.
I was trying to take a good selfie. Like, no one ever gets the chance to take out their brother's tooth. So I finally got the right angle, took the picture, and then suctioned. And he was good. He lived. Did you die? No, he lived through it. Now
he
he's
probably
perfect.
felt like he was dying.
No, he was good. It was
Tawana
good.
said, "Oh, whoa, wow. Well, no, you were right the first time, Tawana. Whoa, you were right. See, this is why you don't trust your friends. This is why you don't go to your friend. If your friend is a gynae doc, don't go to her.
Look, I'll give you a couple.
Don't
of
go to
bottles
her
of
if she's a
Benadryl.
gynae doc. No, don't go to your friend if she's a gynae doc. Don't go to your friend's dentist office. Don't go to your friend's optometrist.
I don't even have an office. You can sit on the sofa right here. I'll give you a couple bottles of Benadryl, knock you out.
I bet you
when
will.
you wake up, you'll be good.
I bet you will. Okay, we moving on because this just went down a train wreck. But anyway, I had to have my tooth pulled, and y'all, this is the first time this has ever happened to me. Now, anything with codeine in it, I'm allergic to it. I'm itching all day. This right here is brutal because whatever they used to deaden my teeth yesterday, this is the first time this has ever happened. I have been itching everywhere for a whole 24 hours. And my cheeks are still, I don't know. So y'all pray for it.
Did you call for an alternative?
What am I call for? It already happened. I'm just itching. What am I doing? Alternative?
You're still taking the codeine?
I don't have any codeine. That's my point. The anesthesia has me itching from them dead in my mouth yesterday.
Gotcha.
No, usually it's only the codeine that does that. This is the first time that has ever happened to me. And of course, it didn't happen in the moment. It's happening. I woke up to that this morning. So I had to work from home today, and I'm not sure I'm paying for this show right about now. It's really not happening well. So
well, thank God you didn't have to do anything in actually at work. Thank God you stayed home.
Well, no, I did group all day. So I talked all day long. It's just that I was at home because I couldn't be mixing and scratching at work, at group.
Can you imagine counseling someone in therapy? You're just like, so.
Exactly. So what I'm doing is I'm scratching my arm right now.
Stop scratching.
It's itching. And it's the kind of itch that no matter what you do. But the reason why Ronnie is on here, she's really on here for a real reason, not just to talk about dentistry, but she's on here. She didn't know we were going to talk about this, but she's on here because she's about to start her own show. And
I am.
I forgot. Tell the people what the name of your show. I know it's got something to do with food.
It's called Ronnie's Food for Thought. Huh? Ronnie's Food for Thought. We will be introducing different places where I eat. At the same time, I will be feeding the soul food for thought.
Mm-hmm. At the same time,
I'm featuring these places where I go eat.
Okay.
So when I go feature these places, when I go eat, I always find myself talking to the waiters or the waitresses or the, whatever. And are you saying hi to somebody? You lost your audio. You're doing. Right? We are going to go on a quick break. So Dr. Lady Rain, figure out what Dr. Dre did wrong.
Put in the comment. No, I heard you all of a sudden.
Oh, okay.
All of a sudden. Pastor Deborah is praying for me. Thank you. Pray for me. Tawana. Pray. Y'all pray. Everybody who know how the power of prayer, pray for me. For real. I don't know what's going on. This itching is no joke in Jesus' name. It really isn't. When we come back from break, we really are going to talk about something real. Ronnie is doing the food for your soul. And I know she's talking about food, but she really is going to talk about something that's going to be beneficial to your soul. So when we come back after break, we're going to hit the ball running with a real conversation about some real stuff. so that the people who are on here can get something real before the show ends. How about that? How about we have that conversation?
Amen.
Amen. So we'll be back.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Lady Rain, and I would like to say congratulations to Dr. Andrea. I'm going to say it right this time. Dr. Andrea. Where did she go? Dr. Andrea Smith Alfred and her doctoral PhD graduation. Yay! All right, we'll be right back.
Have you ever wanted to host your own inspirational radio show? Have you been called to inspire and spread God's word? Please contact Alicia Rain for more info.
Y'all back on.
Hey y'all.
You're on now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on break still. Okay, I'm not sure why. Okay, Ronnie is saying your bandwidth, your network is low. I'm getting a yeah. Why am I getting a?
Why are you getting what is going on your end?
I don't know.
What is going on? Technical difficulties, but it's okay. We will move on.
Yes, move on.
All right, you're on. I'm watching you right now. All I see, I'm watching you right now.
Okay, y'all can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you now.
No.
I can
Ronnie,
hear you.
just talk. Okay.
This is the funniest
Y'all hear
show
me
ever.
now? I know. I don't know what's going on. It's just out of control. Out of control. Can
I'm-
y'all hear me now?
Yes, I
got
can hear you.
4 earphones and none of them working.
Everyone
I
can hear
see
you. Y'all can hear us.
Mr.
If y'all can hear
Salon.
us, say you can hear us on the comments.
Yes. Thank you.
Let us know in the
Somebody.
comments. And see,
Anthony, you laughing
see.
at my husband laughing.
Juan
Why
is
are you
like, we
laughing
see
at me?
you.
Come in and say hi to the people. That's why my husband drove up again and my earpiece transferred to his car again. That's like, I know I'm not crazy.
Because I left my phone at home, so when I drove up, it transferred.
You know what? He does this stuff to me
I heard the audio and they said, we lost the audio.
again. This is the second time he's done
Hey,
this to
Anthony.
me. Ronnie said hi.
I got it.
You know what? This is the mess. This is,
I heard
It-
a voice in the car like, why is she?
he won't come on the show, but he hijacks my show.
So
This is
basically, you're having your own show with your husband in his car.
with my husband, but he the only one can hear it.
Mm.
Okay. So
Mm.
thank you, Pastor Deborah. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Tawana. Thank you, Shalonda. Hello. Share. Hey, I'm real quick. Y'all, I'm telling y'all do not want to miss this thing that's coming up, this gospel fest that's coming up. I'm posting, Shalonda's posting, is April 9th. You don't want to miss it.
Okay.
If you want your own show on this network, I don't know how much the tickets are. Shalonda, you have to put it in there. I can't remember. But I'm going to be on the red carpet interviewing. So y'all don't want to miss it. If y'all don't want to do nothing else, y'all need to come. Just
You're going to be
see
on the
me.
red carpet interviewing.
I sure will. The talent.
You don't need a sidekick?
I don't know. I don't. Because you don't do right, Ronnie. You really don't. So, no. Dr. Lady. Oh, now I'm frozen. See what I'm talking about? Oh, Ronnie's frozen. I thought it was me.
Why are you frozen?
It
I'm
was you
frozen?
that was frozen. She's frozen. I've never seen the movie Frozen. Tell us what it's about, Ronnie. You frozen again. Look at that facial expression. It's hilarious. Shalonda, how much is the ticket?
I can't
Tell
have a
folks
serious
how
show
much the
tonight.
tickets are. Got me using terrible PhD language. They gonna believe this girl don't have no PhD using that kind of language. Shalonda, put how much the tickets are. I'm gonna be there.
She put the
Dr.
link
Lady's
on
gonna
there.
be there.
She put the link on there.
I know, but I want her to put how much it is so I can say it.
Oh, gotcha.
But anyway, I told you guys at the beginning of the year we were going to be talking about regathering, right? You know, I know for those of us who've gone back to church in the building, you know, you've probably seen many postings from various ministries about regathering, right? And so I got to thinking about that because a lot of us may have regathered physically in the building, but we haven't necessarily regathered. We haven't regathered ourselves. And we as women, you know, we've talked about this quite a few times. We as women have a tendency to, you know, we leave a little of ourselves here, a little of ourselves there. We're leaving a part of us at our jobs, some of it, you know, different jobs. We've moved around, maybe with our parents, with siblings, with other family members, different churches, careers, marriages, you know, whatever it may be. And, you know, you may be feeling like in this season of your life that feeling like you've lost some things. And so I thought it was important to really kind of at the beginning of the year, refocus, kind of restructure, you know, the way we're thinking about stuff. A lot has happened. The last 2 years has been quite a bit, has gone forward in the last 2 years. And it's still happening, right? I know a lot of us are kind of like fatigued from all of the COVID fatigue and work fatigue and client fatigue and all kinds of fatigue going on because, you know, just because the pandemic is happening didn't stop everything else from happening. You know, those of us who are mothers and wives, we still had to keep on keeping on, as they say. You know, we didn't have an opportunity to take a pandemic break. And so through all of that and managing all the things that go along with being a mom, and yeah, Shalonda, it has been crazy. People are, you know, tired. And, you know, when you get tired, it's easy to become weary, you know, and I know we shouldn't become weary, but human nature, we're human. And because we're humans, you know, we get tired physically and sometimes, you know, spiritually and whatever else, financially, whatever's going on, you know, it happens. So I wanted to talk about regathering the pieces of our lives that we kind of lost. So when you hear the word regather, what do you think of, Ronnie? I mean, I know this is off the cuff and you're probably like, no, she didn't. But yeah, I did.
I think the way I've described these couple, these past 2 years has been kind of, it was like we're walking with the puzzle box. The pieces are in there. We have all the pieces in there, but it's contained in a box where we take it out at our own time and organize or put it together the way we need to. And when the pandemic hit, it's almost like when you trip with that open box and all those pieces go flying out all over the floor, and you're just now having to like regather all of your focus and kind of put together what is your priorities now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know about you, but my priorities shifted in these 2 years. You know, I mean, your priorities shift in so many different ways. I mean, spiritually speaking, I mean, friendships, our work ethic changed.
Work shifts.
Yep. Everything changed because now we're adjusting to the new norm. And I was just talking about this with a coworker the other day, this is the new norm. Like COVID is not disappearing, you know, now it's just, we have to adapt to having it in our life, you know? So, you know, yes, regulations are going to change and yada, yada. I mean, like they've been changing, but COVID's not going to disappear. Now it's just part of our everyday moment, just like the flu or whatever other thing else came in the moment. But it's hard, you know, because it's almost like hitting a reset button, you know. But regathering yourself, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and what's interesting about that is I'm finding that quite a few people are struggling with making the adjustments, right? Because I know for me, being in the office requires that I wear a mask all day. Anytime there's another person in the group room, I have to have a mask on. So Tuesdays are rough days for me because Tuesday is the day that I have double groups. So that's 6 hours a day I'm spending in my mask and trying to talk at the same time. So it's not like just sitting there with a mask on. I mean, I'm facilitating a group process. So that requires communication. And you don't realize how exhausting, you know, it's not the same thing as running into Walmart for a minute, you know, putting your mask on because you got to run into Walgreens or running into this or that place, you know, because I don't linger any place. I don't just hang out anywhere. Like you said, we've had to shift. And one of the things that has shifted for me is I don't do a lot of stuff I used to do. So whereas I might have gone, hi Larisha, whereas I may have gone and hung out at a friend's house, that's not something I'm doing anymore. You know, and we're all kind of making these kinds of adjustments, right? Because what we'll do is we'll go somewhere and pop in and pop out kind of thing. So we become transient beings, so to speak. And even something I enjoy, like I may go out to a restaurant every now and then, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not necessarily comfortable doing that because there is no such thing as social distancing in a restaurant. It just
Mhm.
doesn't exist.
Mhm.
So you can't eat with a mask on. So
Right.
taking the mask off, and no one has a mask on, you don't get to control what other people do. You know what you do, but you don't know what the other person is doing. So with that, we just had to make some adjustments. So some of us have, we're redeveloping relationships with people.
Right.
Tawana says there are some good changes that happen, allowing her to regather and realign to do greater things with the time I got back simply from not commuting to work. And Tawana, you're right, because being able to work from home is an added plus. Today is the first day that I've actually worked from home since I started working at my new job. I mean, when I was working for Bayless, everything was remote. I've been going into the office, which was a huge adjustment. So not only am I going into the office, but now I've got to be in a mask all day. So that's rough. Now, people who've been doing this all along, like people who've been teaching school, or my husband actually was working the contract where they were making the N95s. So he was in a mask all day. He says he's gotten used to it. I am not used to that.
Right.
So I struggle with having the mask on during the day. So today
I think it's
probably
hard.
one of my most productive days, honestly. I had, with mouth pain and, with the itching and everything I had going on, I feel like I've had the most productive day at work because of the fact that I didn't have to worry about trying to breathe at the same time.
Right. And see, like, I'm coming on the opposite side of that spectrum. Like, I'm used to wearing the mask all day, so I'm wearing the mask all day. And then we hit a pandemic where not only now do I have to wear it all day, now I got to wear it after hours on my personal time. So my moment was backwards. It was like, I finally get to take that mask off, get, fresh air. And now it's like that's not the case. There's no, your freedom's limited on top of all of that, and I think for us that already wear masks, it was already kind of like a new norm, but it's not good for your face in general, because now you're looking at longer mask time, and I'm breaking out because of the humidity, because it's isolated. So you got to change, learn to let your skin breathe and all that stuff, and switch out your masks and everything. And then you had, people were getting your sores from your N95, and just, it's an adjustment. It is an adjustment, but I think even just personally, it's hard because we're used to going off of reaction as human beings. Yeah. So when you come in, or you're telling me a story, or you're telling me your day, your reaction is your facial features. And that's how I react to communicating. So I even think that our communication skills with other human beings has changed, because all you're seeing is this part of someone's face. So now you're just going off of, you can't tell if you're smiling, you can't tell if you're upset. You have to go off of more intuition on the tone of voice, expression from here on up. So there's a lot of it does add some frustration to people who depend on those things, And so I think just with the pandemic alone, we've had to learn how to adjust,
and regathering even that aspect of how you communicate. Like, we've lost some communication skills. That's what you're saying.
And we're like creatures of habit,
Exactly.
We're in a repetitive state, and that's like our safety net. And it's kind of like you throw a little pebble in the pond, and it does this ripple effect, and you just now all of a sudden you have to wait until it calms. And it's hard, because I think a lot of people weren't ready to be kind of jolted with what happened. I mean, I wasn't. I mean, my little one was going to start kindergarten for the first time ever, and she was introduced with a mask,
Wow.
And since school, she doesn't know any different. She doesn't know what it's like just to go and, not have precautions, and
Yeah,
and
I
my
hadn't
other
thought of that, but you're
yeah.
right.
And so kids, I mean, I was just again talking to a friend who said their baby is used to seeing people in masks. Like that's normal for them. If you were to do that, you know, with one of my older ones, they would have freaked out seeing people in masks, you know?
It has a whole new meaning now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's interesting you shared the part about you having to make adjustments on the back end, because you wearing a mask wasn't a big deal because you had been doing it all along.
Right.
And that's, you know, but you knew when you were able to leave that part of your life, that was your work life, right? So now you're talking about now your work life has collided with your home life and your grocery life, and every other part of your life has been affected because of something that none of us anticipated we would be talking about in 2022. I know I didn't. You know, we kept being promised that, oh, this was going to be relief. This is going to be relief. And not that the people were lying, because it's something brand new that no one has been here before. So no one we would, maybe some scientists knew, but for the most part, we thought that, oh, we do this, that'll take care of that, right?
Right.
So Larisha said that she said she's just had to decline an invite to a restaurant with friends, because like I said, you know, this is part of what we're losing of ourselves. And I know some of the religious people would say, because I think some things have just become rhetoric, you know, faith over fear. You operating in fear. No, we're not operating in fear. We're making adjustments as we need to make adjustments. Tawana said makeup is a bust because it's going to transfer. You're right. I don't care if you have the most expensive setting spray you could find. Makeup gets on the mask. So you're right. They're just things. So that's a part of us. For those of us that are really into our makeup and hair, that's a part of us that we have lost. Because now, I remember Kim saying, a year and a half ago, that she would only makeup from the mask up. I remember Kim saying that. Kim, if you still on, comment. Yeah, because she talked about that. Just a simple thing as wearing lip gloss. You know, I put my lip gloss on anyway, but I think about how much product I'm wasting because half of it is getting on my mask. Right. And so it's just things like that we may not even consider. Pastor Deborah made the statement. She said, you have to look at people more directly now. So for those who may not be as comfortable, giving a lot of eye contact, because of what you said earlier, Ronnie, that's true. We really lost the golden art of communication. Like we've always communicated. We've lost a part of that because now, Kim, she said, she still do it sometimes. She just make her face above her mask. But it's real though. It's I
true.
know we're saying it in a joking kind of way. Right. And we're using COVID, not that we are so focused on COVID, because I'm really not. But it's still affecting everybody's life. I don't care if you want to be in denial about it or not. Right. It's affecting every part of our lives.
Right. We're almost having to go. We're almost having to go to the basics of communicating, and also, you know, try to just be more it's like they were saying, you know, you have to be more intuitive to how people's feelings are, what they're going through, how they're expressing themselves, what they're saying. And we're starting to see too that it is affecting even, you know, people who are, you know, struggling already with mental health, people that are struggling with depression, people that are struggling with anxiety. Think about the people that are dealing or going through a moment and now they can't communicate like they normally do with someone. It's frustrating. It is absolutely frustrating, you know, and it's just, it's really hard right now to be able to just kind of, like you were saying, you kind of have to regather yourself and say, okay, you prioritize your life right now into segments of where do I need to go? How long do I have to do it? Who am I going to be around? What are the risks? You know, and before it was just, we're just going to go out and we're going to have a dinner.
And that's what you did, and you didn't have any considerations for any of that.
Right.
Pastor Paula, well, she's actually Pastor Dr. Paula. She actually graduated with her PhD, I think a year ago. Was it a year ago? I think it was a year ago. So congratulations to her. She said that it's a cultural change where we have to be compassionate for others and be considerate of our safety as well as others. And then she said it's less hustle bustle of life and more personalization. So for those who, you know, may not have been that person that was very thoughtful before, it's our thoughtfulness is showing. It's either happening or it's not. Yeah, she graduated January 2021. Oh, I did a whole year later. Wow, Pastor Paula. So, you know, it's and it depends on even where you are too, because different places, like I've had an opportunity to go to Las Vegas, and I was actually a little nervous about it, even though we needed the getaway, but I was nervous about traveling because I've been to Atlanta to my sisters, and then when we went to the Stellars last year, and Dr. Lady Rain will tell you, them folks didn't have no mask. They didn't have no mask on in Nashville. It was like, they would look at you like, what? I mean, it was crazy. And even, oh, okay. Thank you, Larisha. It was crazy because we're in close quarters, like literally standing right underneath each other. And it's hot as I don't know what. And it wasn't that it was hot in Nashville, because it wasn't, but it was just the way they had the media set up. It was burning up out because it did it outside because of COVID. They had to make some improv, right? So they did that. And with doing that, you get to see, well, people have a whole, depending on where you are and what's going on, people have a whole different mindset of safety. Like it just kind of went out the window for some people. And then my husband and I were in Atlanta in October at the Spin Awards, and the red carpet was actually outside. But here again, we were in close quarters. So making the adjustments and just a simple thing. And I mean, I understand as parents, like I said, we as women in particular, we give so much of ourselves in so many different ways. We lose so much of ourselves over the years. I mean, you may be in a marriage and or not. So, you know, some on here have been married more than once. Some people, you know, were married one time and got divorced. Then you have some people who may be widows. Some people might have, you know, whatever your relationship status is, but you go through seasons. Most of the people on here tonight are of a certain age. So part of us, you know, you start losing ovaries and breasts and other body parts, you know, other vital parts that, you know, we identify with. You know, it may bring some parts of life that we didn't appreciate. But there was some seasons in our lives where we couldn't wait to see it. Because you're like, ooh, let it come, you know, because you didn't want to be pregnant, right? So you go through different phases. And when we're going through these different phases in our lives, we lose a part of ourselves. And then you notice you wake up one day and your kids are grown, and then you're looking at this man that you've been with all these years, and now you have to regather yourselves even in that, because when you're focused on parenting, you know, the amount of attention we have to give to kids is a lot, right? You know, we're working, we're in mom land, we're in wife land, we're in all the activities that they're doing. Generally, it's mama that's doing it, you know, because somebody may be working, you know, or even if you're switching off and sharing that responsibility, it still gets to be a lot.
Right.
And then for those who are single parents, it's even more. I remember my mom was a single mom. She divorced when I was about right at 2. So she raised me by herself, and she was a nurse. She worked shift work. So at that time, it was crazy. Like now, nurses, not necessarily so much that. Most of them work the one shift. You know, if they work overnights, they work overnights. If they work, during the day, they work during the day. But when my mom was a nurse in a hospital, it wasn't like that. Literally, she could work 3 to 11 and have to be back the next morning from 7 to 3, or she may work 11 to 7. It was rotating. She didn't get to control that. So many times she missed a lot of my childhood because of her work schedule, not because she didn't want to be present. It's because she had to provide for us as a family. So it's just what it is. Choice says when you become an empty nest, then you have to learn each other without the children. That's very true. And then
I don't know, Choice.
Raising grandkids. I mean, but see, Choice has been in both worlds at the same time. They're empty nesters, and then they have a grandchild.
Yeah,
that comes to the house. See, so then that's
my nest ain't gonna be empty anytime soon, but that's my fault.
Well, that's because Ronnie is always in the family way.
Always.
She'd be in the family way now. If the factory didn't get shut down.
Yeah, Marcus wanted like 12 kids.
The factory closes.
Marcus wanted 12 kids. I was like, Lord, but you know what? Jesus said, no, we're going to shut it down right here. But no, like you were saying, it reminded me of exactly that, when I had to go in, for ovarian cancer, and it was heartbreaking that I had to FaceTime my family because they couldn't come to the hospital. It was at the peak of COVID. They couldn't come to the hospital. They couldn't support me. They couldn't even see me, go into surgery. And I remember laying there, and I was like directly down the operating hall, And I remember it was so quiet. I mean, you can hear a needle drop, and all you would hear is, these beds getting wheeled off with people, one at a time doing their surgeries or getting checked up on. And it was the most depressed. It mentally broke me down. And at that moment, I was like, this is what it means when it's just you and God, you and your creator. That moment, I will never forget, brought me to such an intimate state with God, and understand that it almost made me remember or think about the moment that when I leave this earth, it's just going to be me and him. It's not going to be my husband. It's not going to be my kids. It's just me and him. And I remember, crying and just praying over myself. And in some situations, you're going to get to a place where it's just you and God, and you have nobody to pray on you but yourself and your strength and your faith. And I think I'm blessed to say that COVID did open up and push you to the extreme of your faith. Because if you were an empty cup during COVID, you found out. If you were a full cup, if you were 3/4 of a cup full, you found out the level of your faith through this time. And it became an intimate time. And if you did not take advantage of that moment, then you just lost the whole purpose of what happened, And I remembered going through that. And now, I finished my surgery. I was trying to recover. I got, in my mind, I was like, life is still happening. My kids need to get fed. I still got to go to work. I'm counting down the countdown. Marcus is traveling 2-3 weeks out of the month. So I'm technically kind of like a single mom the majority of the time. And we're going and giving. And it's almost like God put the brakes and said, well, wait a minute. Right now, it's you time. Or there won't be no more you.
Wow.
You know,
So I, she dropped the goods on us right at 8:30 when I got to go. So we will definitely continue this conversation throughout the year, because this isn't a one and done. Because ladies, we got to learn how to regather ourselves. All the stuff that we dropped off, all of these places, we dropped it, like I said, in marriages, we dropped it in jobs, we dropped it in our finances, we dropped it with boyfriends, we dropped some, in some cases, with some of our girlfriends, we've dropped it, you know, and we just need to learn how to pick up these pieces. Because one thing you said earlier, I'll leave you guys with this. Remember, a puzzle is worthless unless you have all the pieces.
that's right.
You may as well throw it away. So this year, we're going to be picking up the pieces, the things that we thought we lost. No, it was just misplaced. We're going to put it back together, and we're going to put this puzzle back. And one thing Ronnie said that I think is so important, Jesus has to be the focal point of it all, because without him, we really are nothing. We are lost without him.
Right.
So on that, I'm going to say thank you guys for regathering with us tonight. I know I hadn't been on, but we getting ready to hit the show running. I had to get that PhD done. I'm done. So
whoop, whoop.
yeah, we're moving forward. Y'all look out for Ronnie's show. I actually popped in on Praise in the AM this morning. I don't think Dr. Lady Rain even knew I was on there. I know she probably couldn't believe it. I did. I had to get ready for work. Then. So, yes. And Pastor Deborah, I think I'm gonna have you join our conversation next time, because I know she has a lot to share. So when we're talking about this again, I'm gonna bring you on. Thank you, Tawana. Thank you, Larisha. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Pastor Paula. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody. Sade, Shalonda, Choice. Oh, I can't forget Choice. Yes, Choice. And
Kim.
Amber. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all check out praise.fm radio, where Dr. Lady Rain is making it rain here in the Valley of the Sun. If you're interested in doing your own show, reach out to her. You too could have a spot at praise.fm radio. I'll see you guys next week for the momentum shift. Thank you, Ronnie.
Whoop, whoop. Good night, y'all.
You are tuned in to that praising station, praise.fm, where we get our praise